Who let the moose loose? In 2003, the annual moose migration turned into a Park City moose invasion. So the city fathers, in their infinite wisdom, said, "We'll turn the McPolin Barn into a moose max prison." Then they formed a committee of concerned citizens and started building moose holding pens, each capable of holding 8 or 9 of those crafty mountain creatures that you can find. Well, those moose are faster than one might think. Just when you've got one cornered, they're gone in a wink. So, after an executive city council meeting, the mayor got up and gave a proclamation reading. "I declare we've got moose on the loose. Let's go get 'em, boys, and bring the noose." Then the man from PETA jumped up and said, "That's inhumane! Just use your head. Those moose are smart. They'll listen to reason. Besides, you can't go hunting them. They're out of season." So a meeting was arranged on a neutral ground. The Kimball Art Center was the only place found to be agreeable to both man and moose. There would be no more moose on the loose. Could Sundance Canyon be their new home? No. Too many tourists, no room to roam. A deal was then struck. They got guardsmen pass. Park City would see the last of moose everywhere from dusk to dawn, on the streets, on the sidewalks, and in the lawns. What happened next is the stuff of local legend. An agreement was reached, but not without contention. 21 moose wouldn't sign the deal, but signed a manifesto about how they feel. Then came the famous Moose Roundup Day. Most moose left, but 21 would stay. They held up in the McPolin Barn, where they were safe and wouldn't be harmed. What they thought to be their prison became their home. The moose became comfortable and didn't care to roam. But after a long, cold winter, they got itchy feet. Springtime beckoned them out into the street. They knew they couldn't just walk out into town, so another way had to be found. They remembered the Kimball with all of its art. That was the answer. They would be a part of a performance art happening on a grand scale. It was a play that just could not fail. The moose found some paint and brushes behind a door, and so their creative juices started to soar. They painted each other from head to hoof. Their artistic talent needed no more proof. They summoned the executive city council so they could see how imaginative and artistic moose could be. Every single person was amazed and awed at every single moose that they saw. So, with Lucy as their leader, a deal was struck fair. With the help of Hans, the wise old bear, they sat on his bench until a deal was made, and all become icons. And to this day, if you ask, "Who let the moose loose. People will say both the moose and Park City, they got their way. And everyone lived happily ever after. The end.
Why this story, you might ask? Having visited Park City on several occasions, I became fascinated by its history and transformation from a small Wild West mining town to a mecca of art and culture. So with the help of David, Mark, Mike, Melody, and others who lent their talents, I have compiled and produced this book, Who Let the Moose Loose? Enjoy!
The moose were there for the Winter Olympics.